Salute to all my fans and fanatics out there. Thank y'all for dropping by, man. Dropping y'all another sports drop for the day. This video, man, we're gonna be talking about the dominance performance that Chet Holmgren put on last night against the Denver Nuggets. Man, he went the mile high and he balled out. He played a solid game, and that's what you want to see from Chet Holmgren this year. You know, I know the first his rookie season he was injured for the whole season. Then he came back last year, so technically last year was like his first year ever playing a full year. So now, you know, he gets to business this year. To start off the way he did yesterday is a plus, especially if he can be consistent and play like that for OKC. That's going to be major because two of their big men was out last night. Hardenstein was out and the other Williams was out last night. So if Chet can continue to be consistent like that, man, OKC is going to be dangerous again this year. And this team is a young team, and if you allow this team to grow together, if Sam Presti can give it some time and let these guys grow together and what have you, this is going to be a championship team, right? He has to learn from last time when he let Harden, he let Westbrook, he let KD go and what have you. You know, he had a solid team. So give it some time, let these guys grow, because Chet Holmgren, if he continue to be consistent like this, man, we don't know what in store to come and what have you. Last night, he scored 25 points, 14 rebounds, and 5 assists. I think he was 11 for 18 from the field. He was 0 for 5 from the 3. But it's okay because he had a solid game, an impactful game that helped them get a big major win to start the season off against Denver Nuggets, right? SGA, he had a solid game. He started out playing good. Him and Chet really was consistent the whole night. From the first half to the second half, they really played solid. So this is a big win for OKC, man. OKC is a young team, right? A young team that's learning on the fly, that's really have a solid team, right? They have some solid young players who can play, some good role players. They have players that come off the bench who can contribute and what have you. You have Isaiah Joe, and then you have that other guy. What is his name? I forgot his first name, but his last name I think is Wallace and what have you. Then you have the other guy that's on the team. I forgot I'm bad with names, guys. The other guy, he's the defensive guy. Dang, I forgot his name. I'm apologize. I'm so bad with names. You got him coming off the bench, which he provides great defense. You know, he's their majority of their defense. Now you have, they got Alex Caruso. They added Alex Caruso, who is another defensive player. So they have solid players coming off the bench that's really can contribute to the team. So OKC, I think last year they finished in second place. They're going to be somewhere around there again this year. They're going to be within the top 3 this year because I don't see this team really going south this year. If everybody can stay healthy, and once they get, you know, Hardenstein back and the other Williams back, this is definitely going to be a team to beat, right? I see OKC winning another 50-something games this year, right? I think they won 50 or 60 games last year, but they definitely gonna win over 50 games, close to 60 games this year, because I don't see them losing, going south this year. They're going to be within the top 3. They played very solid last night. I just like the way they get out and they run. SGA, they follow his lead. And he's the type of player you can play with because he's not selfish, right? He plays within the team. He allows the other players to be able to play their game, and everybody compliment each other, right? It's not, no one is stepping on each other's feet, no egos and what have you. SGA is not stepping on Chet feet, and Chet is not stepping on his feet. Everybody's playing within the nucleus. Then you have Jalen Williams, who is a solid player who can play, right? So I would say he's like the third option on the team. You have first SGA, then you have Chet, then you have Jalen Williams. Them 3 right there are going to be your primary scorers that's in the starting lineup, right? And this team plays together as a team, and you can tell that they really like playing with each other, and that's very important, man. playing with players. I'm not saying you have to be best friends with your teammates, what have you, but when y'all get on the court, y'all have that cohesiveness that y'all can play together. Y'all have that chemistry, and that's what makes a team go. That makes a team successful when you are building your chemistry and everyone is playing within a role and no one's being selfish. No one has a big head, and that's what makes it go. And Chet from the start, he came out aggressive. He was playing, taking the ball in. He wasn't afraid of Joker. He was taking right to Joker every time, right? Grabbing rebounds, putting it back up, going to the basket with strong, and that's what you want out of him, right? You want him to be able to put the ball on the floor, be able to go to the basket strong, to be able to get. Sorry guys, I apologize about that. I had a phone call, but yeah, like I was saying, man, he played strong from start to finish. You know, the first half was solid. Then he came out and continued in the second half, finishing where he started off at in the first half. So he played a very impressive game, man. Shooting 11 for 18. That's very impressive because majority of his misses came from the three-point line. Other than that, from the inside, he played solid, right? And if Chet can really be consistent like this and have games like this is going to really, really help the OKC a lot this year, man. Not saying he had a bad season last year, but this right here is, you might as well say, his rookie season. Like I said, he got injured for his whole rookie season, right? I think that happened in the summer league or preseason, but last year technically was, you might as well say, his rookie season. This year is his officially first year in the league. And if he can start off like this, and this can lead to something that's consistent, man, OKC is going to be a team to be reckoned with, because now you have Hornstein, and now you have a solid big man who can come in and grab you rebounds. Because last year, and that was the problem with OKC last year, they was a real small team. They really didn't have a big guy coming off the bench, and now they picked up Hartenstein, which he can grab rebounds for you, putbacks. He can do the dirty work. He's solid as a big man. So this is a real chance for OKC to really make a push to the championship this year. Not saying that they will win it, but they will have a strong presence and be a force to reckon with if they, within the playoff, especially if they can come in and stay healthy. And now you add Caruso, who's a defensive player. Now you have more defense, solid defense on the court, right, to help out. So two additions that OKC made was Hartenstein and Caruso. So those two additions right there alone really, really helped them. And I'm very impressed of how they played last night. They put their foot on the gas against Denver, and they never let off. And Denver, I say this, OKC is a tough matchup for Denver because OKC is a young team who pushes the ball, who can play, right, who can do their thing. And they can put that pressure on Denver, because Denver really is not a team that really going to get out and run like that. And when they playing against a young team like OKC, who can match up pretty well against them, who can be aggressive, put pressure on Denver defense, is a very, very chance that it's pretty good, right? Last night, from start to finish, man, they played solid. They never really gave the lead up. They because when you're playing against a team like Denver, there's a possible chance they're gonna go on a run. But they never let their foot off the gas. They never allow Denver to really get settled. And plus, Denver, they miss a couple. They miss wide open shots and what have you. So it was a pretty good game for Denver. And the thing about it is, it's the first game. Players come back rusty and what have you. So not saying Denver going to still be one of the top 3 teams this year, right? They're going to still win over 50-something games. They'll get it together once they, get going and what have you. Denver is a team that can run off wins at any given time. So Chet, man, played solid. Chet looked good last night, and he he played great, and I'm very impressed with him, man. Hopefully, if he can stay consistent like that, man. Continue to put pressure on teams and help OKC out, because this is a very big moment. Like I said, SGA number 1, you got Chet number 2, then you have Jalen Williams number 3. So those are going to be the 3 main scorers that's within that starting lineup. But other than that, guys, man, thank y'all for dropping by, man. Make sure you hit the subscribe button before you leave. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified when a new sports video drop on Sports Drop Media and what have you. But other than that, man, I'm out. Yup.